All right, hi guys, good afternoon. I'm just gonna turn off the comments so that you can't see anything. Okay, so today we have a Tabata hit session for you again, but we'll be doing an ab focus today, so looking particularly to strengthen the core. The first round of today's session will be a heart rate increaser, so just making sure we get that blood flow up and ready. Okay, so just making sure you have got some water and you've got a good enough space to work out in. We'll start with our warm up and then we can get going. So as always, arm circles, just taking the arms back. And then forward. We're going to bring the arms up, coming into upper body twist, so just to loosen off the back. Good, we're going to take a nice wide stance with our feet and we're going to come into our windmills. So opposite hand, opposite leg, other arm comes up. And just to loosen up through the back again as well here. Alright, coming up. Hands coming onto hips and we're going to come into our hip openers. So taking a nice wide open with the knees. Get some mobility through the hips. Good, and then interlocking fingers, reaching all the way up, stretching back, stretch the core out to the side, and then to the other side. And hopefully we're feeling ready to go. So remember, round one is going to get that heart rate up. So, talking you through the first round of exercises then. To start with, we've got a squat and a toe tap. So we're going to come down into a squat, opposite hand, opposite foot, squat down, opposite hand, opposite foot. So just stretching out through the hamstrings here and warming up through the body. Second exercise, we're going to have our feet together and we're just going to come into some lateral jumps. So just going to be jumping from side to side like this. So again, getting the heart rate up. Third exercise, we've almost got a skater but with a floor tap. So you're going to be jumping to one side, tapping the floor. So notice my back leg has come back. And then to the other side, tap the floor. So from side to side, it's less of a big jump than when you're doing skaters, but still jumping from side to side. And then final exercise, we've got our knee drives. So hands coming up, we're going to do each leg at a time. So one, other leg, 2, 3, 4. And with this one, we can really get the heart rate up by going quicker. So hopefully you guys are ready. Starting with our squat toe taps. First round, are we ready? We're going in 3. Off we go. So we're going to go squat down, toe tap, squat, tap, good. So remember guys, for this first round, we're just getting the heart rate up and then we're coming into 2 rounds of solid ab work. All right, we're over halfway. Good, final 10. And resting. Good, okay, so this next one we're going to come into our side to side jump. So feet are together and we're just jumping from one side to another, just getting the heart rate up. We're going in 10 seconds, are you ready? In 5. Okay, let's go. So you've got 40 seconds of this, jumping from side to side. Keep the breathing going. Good, if you want to work harder, get the legs up really high, knees coming up. Okay, nearly there, coming into the final 10. Keep breathing. In 5. And resting. Whew, okay, so next exercise we have got our floor tap. So we're going down, back leg comes back behind you, tap the floor, jump, tap the floor. If you're finding it hard to jump, just stepping, tap the floor, that's fine. Are we ready? In 3. Off we go. Good work, guys. Keep that going. If you can, increase that lateral jump. Nice big jump to the side. All right, nearly there. Final 10. And resting. Give your legs a little shake out if they need it. Next exercise, you've got those knee drives. So we're gonna go each in at a time. So 1, 2. With this, keeping the core nice and tight, shoulders back, triumphs around the back. Are we ready? In 3, 2, off we go. So you go, drive one knee, drive the other. These ones are such a killer because they look easy. They really get you. Remember, if you want to work harder, increase the speed. Really bring that knee up nice and hard. Final 10, guys, keep moving. And resting. Okay, grab a quick drink if you need to. We're going back to our squat taps in 10 seconds. All right, ready, guys? In 5. All right, off we go. So squat down, toe tap. Final round of this heart rate increaser. Then we get a rest. Then we go straight into our abs. Over halfway, keep it moving. Remember, send those knees out to the side as you squat. Final 10. And resting. Ooh, okay, well done. Coming into those side to side jumps now. So feet are together and we're just jumping from side to side. 10 seconds to go. This one's a tough first round. All right, guys, we're going in 3. Off we go. So you just stay bouncing. 40 seconds, that's all it is. Mind over matter. All right, guys, halfway. Keep jumping. Imagine you're having a little dance with your friends. All right, nearly there. Final 10. In 3, 2, 1, and resting. Whew, okay, 20 seconds of rest. Last 2 exercises in this round. We're coming into our floor taps. So, skater floor taps, tapping the floor. Remember, if jumping's too much, just step tap. All right, in 3. All right, off we go. So if it's too much for you, you can just do this. Your step tap. If you want to work harder, add a jump to it. Well done, guys, keep that moving. Halfway, 20 seconds to go. Nearly there, final 10. And resting. Oh, well done, okay. Final exercise of this round, we've got those knee drives. So remember, alternating knee drives, 1 at a time, like this. Okay? We're going in 5 seconds. Are we ready? Last 40 seconds of work here. Off we go. Remember, squeezing the core as we're doing this. Nice knee drive up, Back stay straight, try not to push the bum out. Keep a tuck of the tailbone, keep the core tight. Well done, guys. We're over halfway, we're nearly there. Coming into the final 10. And resting. Oh, okay, well done. Grab a drink of water. That is round 1 finished. So, as you guys are recovering, I'll talk you through the next round of exercises. So this time we're going to be onto the floor. So we're sitting down onto the floor, hands are supporting us, we're going to bend the elbows, and we're going to be extending our legs from side to side. You extend out, tuck in, other side, extend out, tuck in. Notice that my torso goes back as I extend my legs, and it comes in as I bring them in. So working here, straight into the core. Second exercise, we're going to be lying all the way down, hands coming under the bum, we're doing our leg raises. So breathing out, dropping the legs down, breathing in, they're coming up. Third exercise, we are on the floor still, coming into dead bugs. So if you joined me on Wednesday, this is what we did as well. So opposite arm, opposite leg, extending out, and then the same onto the other side. Okay? And then exercise number 4 of this round, we've got our flutter kick. So hands are coming under the bum again, and we're just kicking our legs as if we're swimming. So nice and straightforward for this round. We get to have a little relax onto the floor. So hopefully you guys are ready and recovered. Onto the floor, getting ready for our in-out from side to side with our legs. I'll get the timer ready. All right, 5 seconds before we start. So bending those elbows. Are we ready? So extend the legs, extend back, breathe out as you crunch up. Lovely work, guys. Try and keep this moving if you can. If you need to have a little rest, relax the legs down, reset. Final 15. And resting. Good, okay, so onto the floor now, coming into leg raises. So hands are coming underneath the bum to keep the hips up. If you don't want hands under your bum, that is fine. You'll just have to work harder to keep that lower back pressed down into the floor. So, straight legs, we're going to breathe out, drop them down, breathe in, come up. Are we ready? Off we go. So remember, you're only taking your legs down as low as you can go without the lower back lifting up off the floor. If you want to work harder, of course, removing the hands can come up, or hands can even come above your head. That's going to be much harder. All right, guys, keep you moving. Nearly there. And resting, well done. Okay, so we're coming into the dead bugs next. So we're doing opposite arm to opposite leg extension. And then of course, if you want to work harder, both legs can extend out at the same time and then come back in. Are we ready? We're going. In, 3. Off we go. So opposite arm, opposite leg extends and then comes back. If your coordination's not very good, this is going to be quite tough for you. Remember, at all times we're keeping that lower back pressed into the floor to make sure that our core is working and that our back's not taking over. So breathe out as you extend the arms, breathe in, come up. If you need a rest, if it's getting too much, relax the arms down, relax the legs down, give yourself a break, and then we go again. And resting, well done. Okay, final exercise in this round. Hands coming under the bum, we're doing our flutter kick, so as if we're swimming. Remember, hands under the bum is just pushing the hips up. So if you want to do it without, that's absolutely fine. We are going in 5. And off we go. So with the flutter kicks, take your legs down to a point where you can feel it pinching into your core, and you're just kicking your legs up and down like this. It doesn't matter if they're up here, as long as you can feel it working in the core. The further down your legs go, the harder it's going to be, so just make sure that you're keeping the hips either pushed up or the lower back pushed down. So keep breathing throughout this to keep that core working. And again, if you start to feel it into your lower back or anywhere else, relax the legs down, have a reset, and then go again. And resting. All right guys, well done. So we're coming into our final lot of those exercises. So starting with our ins and outs, bending the elbows. Remember, as you bring the legs in, you're coming up. As you extend the legs to the other side, you're taking yourself back. Are we ready? Off we go. So breathing out as we bring the knees in, breathing in as we extend the legs. Halfway, keep it moving. You need to take a quick rest, relax the legs down, give your shoulders a quick roll, relax the back, and then go again. Final 10 seconds. And relaxing down, well done. Okay, so we're now coming into those leg raises. So the same as before, hands coming under the bum, keeping those hips up. And then we're just dropping the legs down. All right guys, are we ready? We're going in 5. Off we go. So we're going to breathe out, heels drop down towards the floor, breathe in, legs come back up. Good work guys, really try and keep that lower back pressed into the floor so that the core is really working here. All right, coming into the final 10 now guys, keep going. And relaxing. Okay, next exercise. Arms and legs are coming up, we're doing our dead bug, so remember opposite arm, opposite leg can extend back. If you want to work harder, both arms and legs extend at the same time. Entirely up to you. Are we ready? We are going in 5. Off we go. So just the same as before, making sure we're working through the core, keeping that back into the ground. I know I keep saying it, but it's so important to make sure that your back is not working and that your core is working. All right guys, final 10. Nearly there. One more exercise after this and then we get a rest. Good, okay, so final exercise, flutter kicks. So hands coming underneath the bum, legs are extending, and we're just kicking up and down like this as if we're swimming. So enjoy the rest while we can. Last exercise in this round, then we just got one more round left. Are we ready? Off we go. So we're dropping the legs down to a place where we can feel that pinch in the core, and then we're kicking. If it's too much having them down here, bring them up higher. That's absolutely fine because we're still engaging the core, especially after we've just done all of those exercises. Core is now activated. You can go as fast or as slow as you want with these, but of course the lower you take the legs down, the harder it's going to be. Keep breathing throughout, no specific breathing pattern here. And resting. Oh, well done guys. Okay, so have a quick rest, whether you need to grab a drink of water. I'll just turn my laptop back on. It's fallen asleep. Okay, so whilst you guys are having a quick recover, I'm going to talk you through the final round of exercises. So, we are starting with our crunches. So we're lying onto the floor, legs are straight, and we're just going to be crunching up towards our feet. If it helps, you can extend to reach up and then down. Legs stay up the whole time, so we're working to the upper part of the core here. Exercise number 2, we're staying onto our back and we're going to come into, so staying onto the floor into our heel touches. So we're lying down, you're going to lift up and you're touching your heels, but if you can, a little bit further forward. So really working into the sides of the core there. Exercise number 3, we are into a plank position, coming into our plank dips. So whether you want to do high or low, it's up to you. And we're just going to be dropping the hips down from side to side. So again, we're focusing on the obliques more in this one. And then our final exercise, we're back onto our back. And we're going to be doing knee, toe, knee, toe. Okay? So just getting into the sides of the core in this one. So this is a nice oblique focused one. So hopefully you guys are ready. We're starting with those straight leg crunches. So remember, legs are up in the air and we're crunching, so we're working the upper part and then we go into the obliques, so into the sides. So are we ready, guys? Final round, let's go. So we're going to breathe out as we crunch up, breathe in, relax down. Make sure that if you are just coming with the upper body movement with your hands behind your head instead of reaching up to your toes, that you're not pulling on your neck. So you want to make sure that you're lifting up through the core. Breathe out as you lift up, breathe in, relax down. You can keep your hands supporting your head just as long as your core's doing the work and that you're not pulling with your hands onto your neck. Alright guys, nearly there. And resting, well done. Okay, so next exercise. My screen's gone blank again. So we're coming into those heel touches. So staying onto the floor, remember, we are lifting up and we're reaching, trying to touch, maybe just past our heel if we can. That's going to really work into the sides of the core. Are we ready? Off we go. So we're lifting up, we're reaching from side to side. If you find your neck struggles on this one, support your neck with your hands, and you can do one hand reach at a time, other hand supports the neck. So I find that this helps me a lot here. So the more you reach to your feet, the more you'll feel it working into the obliques, into the sides. All right guys, nearly there. Final 10. My core is burning. And resting, well done. Okay, so coming into those plank dips. So it's entirely up to you whether you want to be on forearms or up on your wrists. I'm probably going to go onto forearms because I feel the contact a bit better. So we're in a plank position and we're going to dip our hips from side to side. Imagine we're trying to touch the floor with the hips. Are we ready? All right, so shoulders over our elbows here if you have your forearms on the floor. Otherwise, if you're up in your high plank position, shoulders over wrists and then dropping hips down from side to side. Well done guys, keep this moving. Alright, quick rest. We're now coming back onto our backs and we're doing our knee to elbow and then hand to foot exercises here. So again, focusing on those sides of the core. Shuffle, you can see me a bit better here. So we're going knee and then toe. All right, so knee, toe. If it's easier, feet can come down. And so you're just coming into your, whatever side you're working on. Every time elbow and knee touch, and every time toe and fingers touch, breathe out. round, and then we are finished for the day. So we have our straight leg crunches to start, remember? So we're lying down onto our back still, straight legs, and we're going to be crunching up. So you can either crunch up like this, or you can reach up with your hands. Entirely up to you. Off we go. So remember, exhale every time you crunch up. Inhale, come down. If you're supporting your head with your hands, that's absolutely fine, but just make sure you're lifting from your core and that your hands and neck aren't doing the work. All right, guys, keep that moving, nearly there, final 5. And resting, well done. Oh, that was burning. Okay, heel touches next. So staying where we are. Remember, with the heel touches, you're reaching as far as you can down towards the side of your feet, and that's going to hit the sides of the core. All right, we ready? In 3. Off we go. So if you need to support your neck, that's fine. You can have your hands here, and then you're reaching down, touching either side of your feet. Remember, breathe out as you reach. Well done, guys. Keep it moving. We're nearly there. And resting. Okay, jumping over, coming into our penultimate exercise of the session. So you've got those plank hip dips. So remember, if you're in full plank here, shoulders are over wrists, and you're trying to reach your hips down to the floor, or shoulders over elbows into a high plank, keeping the bum down, trying to tap the floor here. Are we ready? Off we go. Keep breathing with this one, penultimate exercise, so just keep pushing here. You're over halfway. Okay guys, final exercise of today's session. We're onto our backs and we're doing elbow to knee, hand to toe. So remember, we're going to breathe out every time we tap elbow to knee and hand to toe. Are you ready? Final 40 seconds of work starts in 5 seconds. Okay guys, off we go. So breathe out, elbow to knee. Breathe out, hand to foot. Final 10 seconds of the session, guys. Do not quit. And relaxing. Well done, guys. Just roll over onto your tummies. We're going to place shoulders over the hands, reaching up, relax shoulders down, and just stretch out the core. Try and push your hips into the floor. Good, okay. Tuck toes under. Push up into a downward dog, just stretch out the back. Stepping yourself forward, very gently come up, just give your shoulders a little roll. And that is you guys done for the day. So final stretch, just to stretch out the core, interlock the fingers, reaching all the way up, reach a little bit back, and you can feel a nice stretch running through your stomach here. And then over to one side, down the side of the body, and then same one to the other side. Well done guys, that's you done for the day. Thank you so much for joining me again. As always, if you haven't been able to make it or you want to try a session again, you can always go onto the Harlequins Foundation YouTube channel where all of these will be saved for you to do at a later date or a time that is convenient to you. So have a lovely weekend, hopefully you all enjoyed that. And I'll see you not next week but the week after. We're having a week off due to going back to work, so we'll be working with some kids next week, but the week after that I'll be back with live sessions. So I will see you soon.